Minfilia would have... Minfilia would have you...
Excuse me.
Minfilia
would have you investigate the mysterious La Habrea. Be gone. Oh, bye.
All right. Last time I helped you.
Test failed successfully. They probably got enough catalytic converters to summon Kid Rock. Welcome back.
Hi, everybody. How are you? How are you?
So good to see you all.
So good to see you all. So, last we left off, we got our freaking chocobos. Yeah! We killed a guy that, you know, was like Lord of the Flames or something like that. And we made friends with Ulda and Gridania and the other place with the pirates or something. And we chose Gridania because it's really nice and pretty to be our grand company. And we got our chocobos. Perfect, amazing. I did very well with the recap.
And we're starting tonight with helping the Sylphs, right? That's what we're going to do. We're gonna help the Sylphs.
We're gonna help them.
Destroy the Sylphs. We'll have to see.
We will have to see. Don't we need to go buy some Geishel greens? No, we could buy them here.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to buy them there. Who sells Geishel greens? What vendor? Does anybody know what vendor sells Geishel greens?
I'm sure we just buy them from the
auction house? No, it's not the auction house because it's not something you create with a profession.
Yeah, but you can buy whatever you want off the auction house.
Right, but it's people take things from vendors and then upcharge them and put them on the auction house. So noobs will come in and purchase aforementioned items off the auction house and laugh and laugh.
We're millionaires, Krioss.
Well, not for long.
I'm buying 6 Geishel greens.
Not the way you're trying to.
Off of the auction house. I did it.
Not the way you're trying to spend
and whenever
money. We need hundreds of Geishel greens.
I have
thousands
6.
of them.
Thousands? I don't think we need thousands.
This exports vendor sells all Geishel greens your chocobo will ever need.
Whatever.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to go to Ulda?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Ulda so Krioss can buy his wholesale Geishel greens. Broke bitch energy.
It's just smart. It's just smart business. Where's the Ruby Road Exchange?
I don't know.
Sapphire Avenue Exchange? Bell is buying Geishel greens off the market board.
Whatever. Doesn't even matter.
It does matter.
Oh wait, no. Here's the Ruby Road Exchange. Purchase items, dummy, stupid idiot.
I've got 990. That'll last me a while. We come in peace. Speak with Mitane at the West Shore Pier.
I, the fairy docked at the base of this hill, will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east, and you should find the Hawthorn Hut without much trouble.
Indeed, I am Ameline of the Twin Adder. I understand you are here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folks. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more? You'd do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know.
Rolf Hawthorn, patriarch of the beekeeping Hawthorn family. It's said to be well-versed in Sylphic customs. Come to learn a thing or two about Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, let me just tell you. Beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventure days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. The Sylphs? Yes, Father told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think about trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me.
The Sylphs, inveterate tricksters and troublemakers. That's what they are. One day they're drawing morbol faces on our masks, the next they're sending our young centuries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you.
Wow.
It's just a prank, bro. Stop dying. Oh, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this.
Rolf Hawthorne would share further knowledge to assist you in befriending the sylphs. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along Drats, what was it again? My wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not only days ago. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. Rosa? I don't even know her.
A peace offering for the sylphs. Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past the front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milkroot. Milkroot, but of course, those sylphs quaff the cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment you lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milkroot well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from the god-awful stench. The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know that they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of the malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the Elder Seed Seer herself. To summarize, the letter contains in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-lasting friends of the forest.
The walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, so we dance. This one would welcome walking one with moves like these, but if walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. Walking one would bring gift to this one. Walking one is most kind. Walking one carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania and we're here to treat with your people. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking one became a dancing one and brought milkroot, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking ones should go home.
The letter carried by Krioss here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seed Seer herself. Still, you would refuse us?
Elder one has no words for Gridania. Walking ones waste everyone's time.
It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust.
Say, Krioss and Bellemiere, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow! There goes those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again.
We need to dance for the sylphs of Little Solace.
No Lexia.
I can do that.
Dance. You like that?
Ooh, walking one's no jolly dance. Jolly dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends.
What about this one? Walking one would be friend to these ones? This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if walking one learned the secret, walking one could not weave in the same way. Ask your doctor if Delexia is right for you.
Walking one is a friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious elder one of Forest City. Know how to dance into these ones' hearts. They love us.
They love us. We're best friends. Would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news? Why, I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps.
Krioss, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folks, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say?
Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray, hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from malms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. When you're done with the deeds, seek out Onyxia. He's slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. Ziz Gorlin, Gall Nat, and Brony Brushes.
Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all night. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Dancing One brings brownie brushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Many walking ones come to these one's abodes, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all.
This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful, but Dancing One is not like the other walking ones. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. This one has a bad failing. This one fears steel ones are after something. This one sees steel walking ones come from Empire, carry boxes, and go walking deep, deep through the trees. It's as this one thought. Steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. This is where the steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go looking for steel ones, yes? They're hiding right behind Hawthorne Hut? What?
Dancing One is back. This one breathes a sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing One found something. Dancing One found paper inside of the box. This is a message from the Empire. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. This one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do still walking ones know to find them? Is there sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings, snooping, selling secrets to still walking ones?
Helpful One arrives at a good time. This one needs Helpful One's help. One of these ones, named Klaxio, ventured outside Little Solace alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful One must find Klaxio. Oh.
Touched ones? Touched ones should go away too. This one is good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Onyxia and Meddling One as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Klaxio. Onyxia, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solace. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with the other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are, like Touched Ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now.
This one thought Klaxio was lost forever. Helpful One saved Klaxio. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones, but Helpful One is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful One is a hero to these ones. This one would take Helpful One to see Elder One. Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday but has not come back. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest, but never for this long.
There was word while you were away. Sylphs were seen in the wood, but near no lands of their own. No, this was a place near here, a place we've never seen a sylph come to. Into the Beast's Maw. Muskaroom has reliable information regarding the whereabouts of the Sylph Elder. It's taken us a fair old while, but we've finally gotten our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend. There's an abandoned dungeon called the Thousand Malls of Todorok in the South Shroud. It was by the entrance to the place that Frixia was seen, and not long ago neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him. Elder One went to Todorok, but has not returned. This one is worried, so very worried. What in the seven hells was he thinking entering that bloody death trap? Elder One has no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder One. Please, walking ones must help Elder One.
Bloisterant says, by order of the Elder Seed Seer, the dungeon is known as the Thousand Maws of Todorok, has been placed under the control of... What? The Sylph Elder is inside? Entrance to Todorok is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances.
This looks completely different. This looks really good. Wow, they really like went ham on the lighting in here. Like, I love it.
I know there used to be a secret chest in a prison cell, but doesn't look like it's there anymore. Excited to see what this guy's got in store.
Yeah, if he has like a gimmick or anything.
Or if they changed him any. Nope. Looks like just a tank and spank. Wow, the lighting's so good. Oh, wow.
Oh, it looks, yeah. Have they been showing out?
Yeah. When did they do all of these revamps?
That had to have been within the last year or two.
Endwalker. I guess when they dropped Endwalker, because we didn't play any Endwalker.
6.1-ish?
Okay.
Well, they did great.
They did wonderful.
Revamps, yeah, like all the dungeons we've done have been reworked in like only the best ways. This looks so much freaking better.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
This looks great.
I love the lighting in here.
Yeah, they've been showing out, especially with the lighting. Wow.
This dungeon is so much better now. Because this one was my least favorite.
Yeah, yeah.
Darkness.
The mighty slayer of Ifrit comes now to me, with a countenance that bespeaks understanding, an intriguing power, the echo. I must need choose my words with care.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Yeah, dang. Well then.
Cool.
Cool. I don't remember that cutscene at all.
Well, I always thought the cutscene was after.
Yeah. Oh, look, Krioss, another guy. You're saved. And Hob says he's done 4 streams with the light off, barely saying a word.
Oh, crap. Gotta make sure we stop by.
Yeah, I followed you on the Krioss and Bell account, but not on my personal, so I didn't get the notifications. Kill his tail, right? Yeah, kill him dead. Woohoo!
What fun. That dungeon is so much better.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
The Elder Seed Seer.
He was in there. Finally, fresh air. Did Walking One vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these little ones of Little Solace. This guy's giving me headaches.
Need some Eorzean aspirin. Alpha Squad, reporting, sir. Nothing of note at the Larkscale, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it all, where is that accursed icon hiding? No sign of the wizened friend? I'm afraid not, my lord. Or shall I order the search perimeter to be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. Loath though I am to admit, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramuh will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I would strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion? Were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I do not entrust you with important tasks of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. We are so close to completion. I can fair taste it, but at this rate, no, I must be patient. Though it means bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if not we? And that alone you were right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright that Lord Van Belsar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it.
Those walking ones did for Onyxia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that other taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced. Walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Naraxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones also. Does walking one feel unwell? This one would know. What brings walking one to this place? Came to this one's rescue at Naraxia's bidding? Then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Ramuh? Then this one will provide answers. A little spin. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solace. When walking one is ready, please come and see this one.
This one is pleased to see walking ones again. Welcome to the home of these ones. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventurers, as walking ones call them, of this one became when Imperial ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, this one's decided to watch Imperial ones closely. These one watched too closely, and the Imperial ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak. Would that this one had not. In Totorak, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one.
A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am?
Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees. So walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramuh. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm.
But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you.
And this one knows well and respects Horned One Kanisena. These ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramuh to protect the wood from Imperial ones. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramuh was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did not know how.
Did know how.
And did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramuh.
Oh, so that's why they have this little settlement, because they were running from the Tempered.
But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramuh. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramuh is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. These ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. Ramuh's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland.
That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers. But what about the abductions?
A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramuh. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Kanisena. Please wait, Walking One Krioss.
And Bellemiere.
This one has yet to give Walking One a token of one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramuh, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking Ones as a symbol of these ones' trust.
So what, we're not gonna kick Ramuh's ass? Oh. So the pink crystal we get by the power of friendship.
Yeah. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times.
So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that those ones mean no harm. They're cute. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone.
Private Red Ones, how went the meeting with the sylphs? Dude, they love us. A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylph has no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramuh. And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures. Commander Hello appears to have more to say. Don't they all?
They always do. They never shut up.
The Sylphic folk have long been friends of Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she'll be able to rest easier.
Hello? Hello, Bellemiere. Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Pray return to the making sands. Blah, 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 blah. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience.
She actually says it.
She said it.
She said the thing.
Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, welcome back, Bellemiere. It's me, I'm the favorite. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. She probably says leisure like leisure.
She probably
That's
does.
probably how she says it.
You're probably right.
I am given to understand that the matter of Ramuh has finally been resolved. I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. Ah, I've been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I've scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alice has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldessian report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed? Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. It's good to see you again, Krioss and Bellemiere. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelveswood. Owing to your efforts, the conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud.
With that, we can strike Ramuh from the list.
So who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan?
The Lord of the Whirl has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quality of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least.
For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent.
It is as Ystolus says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when the next primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows.
Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend upon it.
So all of the known primals that have been active in recent time, we are left with
Garuda, who is the primal of the Ixal who live near Gridania. Yeah, that's what I meant. So many malms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. But one sure step at a time. Is there something else, Bellemiere? A man named La Brea, sporting a red mask and robed in black. 12 Preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Ashians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Brea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Bellemiere, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ashians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Ah, sick. She give us more Vesper tickets.
That's that good shit right there. That's that good shit.
Minfilia would have... Minfilia would have you...
Excuse me.
Minfilia
would have you investigate the mysterious La Brea.
I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary, Bellemiere. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as La Brea. This is an ideal moment to do so while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. The Immortal Flames have information on a potential sighting. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of the Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further.
All right, so the Sylphs are out. We've befriended the Sylphs. They love us. We got 10 Vesper Bay tickets, which are equivalent to 1,000,000 gold, in my opinion. And so now we're investigating La Brea, because apparently all the beast tribes are being like real cool, lit, chill vibe. The masked man, you are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yeah, so as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there's been a sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Thanlan. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folks are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with the merchant named Baru.
Baru.
Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Baru, can provide it. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, maybe you'll learn a thing or two, eh?
The masked man? Bah, I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. On the trail of a masked man? I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It's said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though it is.
Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about.
I've heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanalan too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of imagination, but little's known about him otherwise. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much abuse. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know.
I've finally got some good, honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll minding my own business when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over the Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find the masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire.
Oh.
That didn't go quite how we thought it would.
Yeah, right.
Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man?
I got this.
This scroll, it bears a prayer of Rhalgr, the Destroyer. Hey, that's my god.
Oh, is it?
In case you're unfamiliar, Rhalgr is the guardian deity of Ala Mhigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Ala Mhigan. The Ala Mhigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected with your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Ala Mhigo. And for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless space. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome.
Waldhar. Gundobald. Hrimfring.
It's Hihir.
Why yes, Hihibaru's my father. He said what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him, it's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak to Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders.
Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Oh, bye.
All right. Last time I helped you.
Task failed successfully.
Gizelbert.
Gizelbert.
Well met, adventurer. I'm Gizelbert, head of security here at Little Ala Mhigo. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men, and I can get so much of a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place night and day.
If you're to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Ala Mhigans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task.
Welcome back. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they've suffered, it's of little wonder the Ala Mhigan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound those matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who are displaced. As a result, a great many Ala Mhigans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. I feared that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there's an Ala Mhigan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you.
If it isn't Krioss Redwind, the Scion's rising star. You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Ala Mhigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Ala Mhigan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Ala Mhigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they have nothing to do with me. Now, while I have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of the quarry mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray.
Hey, you want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. Harbert sent you? Grr, that worthless whore son. He abandons his comrade, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realize Herbert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man. And if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mefred, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. I am Mefred, a proud man of the Ala Mhigan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it, I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged. But they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarry mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try.
One of Mefred's is in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen, after all. But that'd mean going against the elemental's will. If there's anyone who can help, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hearer. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Wait a second, you can't heal anybody because fire says so? You wish to aid the Ala Mhigans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid you have not the authority to grant you your wish.
Can I speak to this forest's manager, please? Jesus Christ.
This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they have made a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Ala Mhigan's petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial.
That's how it's to be then. The bloody hearer might as well kill Galleon and herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, you're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Rolger, there's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now, we just find a way to prepare them. You won't happen to know a man named Buscaroon, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in times of need, no matter where they're from.
Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Ala Mhigan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say, he saved my life. This is for an Ala Mhigan soldier in Quarry Mill? Huh, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as he needs it.
It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother?
Yeah.
Herbal ointment. Gods bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive.
Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. I thought you said he couldn't walk.
Wait a second. What the hell? We just brought him medicine.
He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate where it was before, or worse.
Please help us find him before something terrible happens. All right, I will follow you guys.
You're gonna find him.
Let's head out, guys. Guys, Galleon's out there. He's wounded. Guys. They're just collecting their thoughts. All right, y'all do thoughts and prayers, and we'll go actually do some stuff.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Lazy asses.
Thoughts and prayers. So we know that helps, right? Found him.
Watch out. A goblin. But what's a goon to a goblin? God, the goblins in this game are so damn adorable.
I know, right? I feel bad.
I hate killing them.
Oh, click on him. Oh, whoa. Careful.
Galleon. Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Ala Mhigans, and Ala Mhigans never forsake one another. Remember the oath we swore, gods damn it. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Ala Mhigan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Let us return to our brothers. Oh, you don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. Oh, poor guy.
You made him cry.
He's crying now. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take to the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask me of anything, and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. Cooperation of the people of Little Ala Mhigo, that's all. Why have you returned? You were not welcome here. I thought I made that clear.
Would this paper change your mind?
You spoke with Meffred. It's been so long since I've heard from him. Whoever you are, Meffred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Meffred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. So the dude knew about him the whole time and was just being a dick. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Ala Mhigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our younger bloods are meeting him in secret, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they will feel obliged to talk.
So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man? That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. Hrimfring has a secret message for you. Oh, I love secrets.
You done talking with the old bear?
He's right beside you.
Got a message for you from Wilrid. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. That sounds like a trap.
Help, how do I escape? Let me out.
I'm trapped in here too.
I'm just going the long way. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Carl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get her!
Get him, boys!
Oh, I don't want to kill the youth. Psych. Yes, I do.
Psych.
I won't let you foil our plan. Okay. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland.
Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Wilward mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. What power could he be speaking? Gundabald? Gridania. God's preserve, what happened?
I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout and the whole while they laughed at me and they said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Ala Mhigans?
Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you. Those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this?
Wilrid, he saw me outside. He was so angry.
Let's tend to Bertolania. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash.
This game really has no chill with their terrible implications.
What those animals did to Bertolania is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us, well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilrid to the bitter end. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here.
O mighty Rhalgr, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again, well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. What do they need crystals for?
For the implication. Gone, the whole lot of them, then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands, but what exactly is it they mean to do? I'm going to give you this blunt hunting knife and this map of Xanarak. And the rest is for you to figure out. You said Wilrid spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods! This is a rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they go within 100 yalms of the crystals. They're headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late.
Wait, are they going to, like, snatch crystals from the Amalja? Are they getting crystals to...
with the Amalja?
Are they working with the Amalja?
Are the Amalja summoning Ifrit again already?
Already?
Wilrid. Did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We're going to reclaim our homeland. We were, pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Rhalgr to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. Oh, that's interesting.
Wait, isn't Rhalgr like a whole god?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, are primals also gods?
I mean, sure, right?
Well, yeah.
12, yeah.
He's one of the 12,
yeah.
But I mean, Leviathan
that's the god that
is not.
I pray to.
Yeah.
We plotted to sneak into Xanarak and make off with the lizardmen's cash, but they caught us, and so many dead. Gods forgive me.
Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls.
Oh God. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Ala Mhigan people. This hope I will guard with my life.
God dang it.
Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Ala Mhigo. Wait! We've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No. No one said anything about... The masked man told us he could defeat the Empire if we summoned Rhalgr. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Ala Mhigo. I dare say Krioss will wish to hear it as well.
And me too.
Nope.
Me too.
No girls allowed. Sorry.
No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Rhalgr, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives.
Would that we had more information to offer. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words.
Pray return to the waking sands. Welcome back, Bellemiere, and not Krioss. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Ala Mhigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning an impressionable young minds? Precisely the kind of deception the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be contributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front.
Minfilia has another lead for you to pursue. While you were tending to business in Thanaland, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. Onyxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there. Krioss only. Walking one is to investigate Sinister One. Then heed well this one's words. According to friendly ones, a digging one named Medrod had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly Sinister One. Walking one should go and speak with digging one, Medrod.
It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was an eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death.
So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds, naturally. Aideen has further knowledge of the mysterious death. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was a coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here. Power of deduction. Medrod is troubled by the dearth of new developments in the murder investigation. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep, knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I'd been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time There can be no doubt it was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature, but you and I were moms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here said he had a run-in with the Bane Might at the very spot you claimed to see the fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it.
Don't make yourself go broke now.
We're getting into gambling pretty big here.
Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be. Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. Oh, it's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims yet undiscovered.
I do believe we're out of our depth. We'll have to leave the rest to the expert. Lest you have forgotten, it was at that rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region.
Search for a maiden's corpse west of Fallgord.
Why have we jumped to that conclusion? How did the information we've collected up to this point lead?
Well, they said, oh god, there must be more victims.
Oh, okay.
And
so we don't know
you're-
for sure. We're just going to check and see.
Yeah. And since we're brave,
We're not afraid
we're not afraid
of dead bodies.
of dead bodies, of course. A mangled corpse. Ah, and a floating eye.
Oh man, we've been looking for this dude. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might to assist you with? I'm about to ruin your day.
You're gonna have a bad day, buddy.
So I'm just gonna leave this here for you to deal with. Gods be good. Not again. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creatures appear to be moving the bodies, but to what end? None can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of this button engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil? Or that of an organization, perhaps?
I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard practice to entrust key evidence to individuals, you've proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mion. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil.
Sweet!
Mother, I'm home. Good morrow to you, Bellemiere. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say that you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. Fascinating. The work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there's been a man who's perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursandal, and I directly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Aha! We found our murderer.
I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. What have you to say about this button? The sigil of the Dartincourt family. How? How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face? Was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dartincourts. During this time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day where my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice to say, she did not survive the ordeal. I performed the dreadful task as she bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would.
I got earrings.
Oh, they put like a little portal there now.
It wasn't there before?
Remember but that used to be the meta, is you would kill that boss, and then everybody would be in chat like, okay, well now you need to teleport out of the dungeon and teleport back into it.
Yeah.
And they just put the little, man, that's so cool that they did that.
Ooh, I hate that noise.
The changes on this one are a lot more quality of life wise. I figure, yeah, we won't have to run around and destroy the lamps all fight.
Oh. Ah. I'm sorry.
Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds.
Two of them.
Illegal. Now there's two of them.
It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Heidelin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you.
Okay. Well, bye. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell all. So she went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence, I allowed I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore. Through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. Pray return to the waking sands.
To wrap it up,
You are correct.
we helped the Sylphs. We went through the 1,000 Maws of Todorok this evening, And then we investigated the mysterious hooded figure that was capturing comely maidens, and then ended up breaking into her house and then murdering her